40 days ago, Dokkan did something unthinkable, something that sent shockwaves through the community that left global players feeling disappointed, cheated, and angry at the game. But finally, that mistake is about to be rectified. Hey guys, Marsingin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. So, of course, we are talking about the New Year's campaign, the whole issue with Gohan and Cell's EZA. I've discussed it with a bunch of you guys before, both in the comment section and on Twitter. The whole situation was a huge mess. Whilst I can see all of the arguments on both sides of, all these various different explanations about, the celebration not really being a joint celebration, but everybody having a perfectly valid reason to think that it was, all of that other stuff. But we're finally getting to the point where we can put all of that stuff behind us, because we are going to be getting very, very soon, less than 48 hours. It's going to be Thursday morning UK time for me, Wednesday evening if you are in the US. We are finally getting one of the top tier EZAs in the game coming to global. And yes, of course, I am talking about in LR Cell. No, obviously I'm talking about AGL Gohan. So AGL Gohan was released as part of JP's New Year's celebration. You can see by the date here, it was released on the 12th of January, which, as I said at the very beginning, was 40 days ago. So we basically have had to wait almost a month and a half for this EZA to come to global. Now, whilst it doesn't really excuse the confusion and everything that went on during the New Year celebration, as I said, a lot of people were very disappointed by this decision, especially after they decided to drop the Broly and Gogeta EZAs on both versions at the same time. But I guess the only silver lining is, usually as a global player, we are used to waiting like 4 to 6 months for stuff to come out. It either comes out at the same time or it comes out 4 to 6 months later. So the fact that we've only had to wait basically a month and a half for this Gohan and Cell EZA to come out is better than nothing, I guess, right? It would have been nice to get them at the same time, especially because the thing I find the most confusing about the whole situation is, what was the reason that they delayed these EZAs? Because in that month and a half since they dropped on JP, like, no new events have come out. We've obviously had new units come out, but no new events have come out on global in terms of, like, difficult endgame content. I guess the only one thing I can think of off the top of my head is we just got the Super Saiyans Super Battle Road that I guess this guy would have been somewhat useful on, but most people, including myself, did not struggle with that stage at all. So it makes you wonder why they delayed this for so long, because on JP they got these EZAs not long before the anniversary. If the anniversary had released some like crazy difficult new content, then maybe I could understand, and these units are going to come to global like just before the anniversary for us too. But the fact that they are releasing them now, it just kind of begs the question of, why did they even bother to wait in the first place? I don't really know. But let me know your thoughts on the whole situation down below, now that it is finally kind of blown over. These guys are coming. I'm not going to do team building guides for the EZAs again, because I did them for when the EZAs came out on JP, and obviously, as I say, the meta hasn't like changed. I'm fairly sure there are no units that get mentioned in either of those team building guides that are not out on global. So I'll probably like reshare the links to the videos the night before the EZAs come out, but I won't be remaking the team building guides. So go ahead and check them out. So I did diss on Cell a little bit at the start of the video, but his EZA is actually good. It's just the fact that he's obviously not on anywhere as many teams as Gohan, and he's not as good as Gohan, right? Like, his base form is definitely nowhere near as impressive as the Super Saiyan 1 Gohan. However, the transformed Cell is actually very good. So his leader skill, I mean, you can make a pretty solid Android/Cell Saga team nowadays, mixing a bunch of units that don't all fit onto a different 200% lead, and then they're all getting 4 key and 180, which is better than some of those units only getting the 170 from being run on certain teams where they're not getting a full 200% leader skill. So you can definitely make a solid team out of his lead that can beat like red zone stages and things like that. He raises defense on his 12 key, greatly raises attack on his 18 key, and then he does have in his passive a high chance of launching an additional super. Because one of the things that is always annoying for LRs is when they raise defense on their 12 key and not their 18 key, but then they don't have any built-in way to additional, because usually you're going to want to get their 18 key, do as much damage as possible, and then if you don't get an additional, you don't get any extra defense for the turn. So him having the built-in chance to attack is really good. He's got pretty solid stats. He gets more ki and attack per existing enemy, which is interesting considering he doesn't have like an AoE or anything like that, but I guess it's just a reference to, like, you know, the Cell games and all the Z-Fighters. And then his transformation condition changed to 40% or less HP. This was always one of the most useful things about this unit. He clutched out so many no item runs on Super Battle Road back in the day with this ability. So then he transforms into the Perfect Cell, and this is where he starts to go crazy, right? So he greatly raises defense on his 12 key, and then greatly raises attack and defense on his 18 key. He gives you a full heal, and then he changes key spheres other than int into rainbow. He gets 6 key, attack and defense 180. Then he still has the high chance of launching an additional super. Then he gets damage reduction of 3% per key sphere obtained. So considering he creates rainbow orbs, which can often lead you to being able to pick up even like 10 or more orbs on an average turn, that would be 30% damage reduction he gets on top of everything else. Then he gets extra stats when you pick up 4 orbs, 6 orbs. He also gets another big jump with 8 orbs, and then an additional 100% attack and high chance of performing a crit when activating the active skill when key is 24. Which again, because he won't change int orbs, depending on the rainbow orb changing for the turn, you could get to 24 key fairly easily. So you're not only, as long as you've got 8 orbs along the way, you're getting all of these buffs, which adds up to what? 70, 120 extra attack and defense. And then an extra 100% attack. So this guy hits insane attack stats, and then he's also backing up not only all this extra stats, greatly raising defense on super with the chance to additional, and then having damage reduction as well. Like, once he transforms, he's actually crazy. It's just the fact that it can sometimes be difficult to get that transformation. Then he has an active skill that you can use basically the turn after, like as long as he's on main rotation, right? You can use it the next time he pops up after he transforms. And he does ultimate damage to the enemy. We obviously see here he gets a guaranteed crit. And so he also gets guaranteed crits for the rest of the turn when you use the active skill. So very, very good. It's just the fact that he's in a bit of a niche spot. He's not really a super good slot 1 unit, and neither is the AGL cell or the physical LR cell. So it kind of leaves him still in the same spot that AGL cell was when he came out, where he just really needs a really, really good slot 1 unit that he has great synergy with. And then he would be absolutely insane. But obviously Gohan is the main event for a lot of people. Kamehameha 3 key and 180, this team will be nuts, right? You can make such a good team out of this. Very, very strong. Also has Super AGL to like back it up if you want to run some other like supports and things like that. You know, you could run Gamma 2 under his leader skill, which then means you're running an android on his team. The days of it being almost impossible for this Gohan to transform are long gone, because he can transform with HP 58% or less with an Android 16 on the team. If you're running Android / Cell Saga, that Int Super Strike 16 is actually somewhat decent, so you can use him to good effect to get this transformation. Or HP is 58% or less with an Android ally or enemy from the 5th turn. Again, there are quite a few teams now where you can run this guy with units like the Gammas, on the Gods team, which is like Movie Heroes and Power Beyond Super Saiyan, which Gohan is on. You can run like the rotation of Kid Goku and Hachan is obviously an android. So there's a lot more options to be able to get this Gohan's transformation now. And he's still an infinite defense stacker. He gets extra key and stats at the start of the turn a couple of times, up to 8 key and 80%. He guards all attacks and has a high chance to launch an additional when HP is 58% or more. This is the major thing in his kit that is going to make him, or does make him, super, super good again for the current meta, right? Because even on turn 1 in an event where the enemy's not quite at the point where they're going to be hitting insanely hard, you can put him in slot 1 and he's going to guard, and then he starts doing his super attacks, building up his defense, and you know, then you're off to the races. And the thing about that, we've been doing a lot of videos recently using the STR LR Carnival Goku. This Gohan shares 7 out of 7 links with the LR Super Saiyan Gokus. So STR Carnival Goku, Tech Carnival Goku, Int Namek Goku, they share 7 links. And of course, this link set is just very, very good anyway. He shares tons of links with multiple other units. In fact, let me get the link tool up here. So yeah, here's our boy Gohan. Look at all of these categories that he's on as well. This is another reason why this EZA is so crazy. Like, he's just on so many teams. He helps out so many existing teams. But yeah, units that share 7 links, like we already said, all 3 of the LR Gokus. And then when we go down to 6 links, we have units like the Goku and Gohan, Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku, who we know gets his EZA during the anniversary, the STR Goku and Gohan, who are still really good, and units like both of these Goku and Gohans, right, the LR, the Tech LR, and the STR Dokkan Fest, they're both units that need to have a good slot 1 partner, because they don't work in slot 1. Obviously, the STR Goku and Gohan eventually exchanges into Gohan, who is a really good slot 1 unit, but until he does so, he needs that slot 1 backup. We got this guy just EZA'd on Global, the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Goku, but he's kind of whatever. This Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku, I really hope he gets a good EZA soon. Maybe Saiyan Day, they could draw, although Saiyan Day is probably going to be Battle of Gods, potentially, so maybe not, but really looking forward to him getting an EZA. And then when we drop down to 5 link partners, like, look at all of these units that we've got that are still good, right? Vegeta and Trunks, the Gods, the Int 3-year, like the fuse into Vegito, they can still be really useful. We just found out, of course, on JP that STR LR Gogeta's getting his EZA. They share 5 links. AGL Super Saiyans, whilst I've still never been a huge fan of this unit, they can be good, right? And they share 5 links as well. So there's quite a few units on here. AGL Gogeta before he transforms. Like, there's a lot of solid units on this list that Gohan is linking with. So Gohan is a huge buff to a ton of teams. The wait is finally over. He is finally coming to Global. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Like I said, I won't be redoing the team building guides, but I'll share those links out for the existing videos, and I will be live streaming for when these EZAs drop, and we will go ahead and do those on stream. And yeah, honestly, I'm very much looking forward to taking this guy into a bunch of different events. I really want to run the rotation of using him in slot 1 and then the Carnival Goku in slot 2, the STR one. Because, I mean, man, run double AGL Gohan leads Kamehameha team and have both rotations be a Gohan with an LR Carnival Goku, STR on one rotation, Tech on the other. And that team will be insane, right? Even though they're only getting a 180 lead. That'll be super good. So let me know what you guys think down below. Are there any Cell fans out there? Are you excited for Int Cell's EZA, or is it all about Gohan for you? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.